Hello everyone. This match illustrates really well that if you're facing Eagle, you have to keep the pressure on at all times. So this is the round 1 map of the latest A Mariner Cup number 5 now. And as it is tradition, the round 1 map is a mixed base, right? So we got our 2 base over here, 4 purple, 1 base over here, and then another base over here. This map is very interesting, as I've put in the map comments, but you have an airport over here for this 1 base, which is very classic. But then you also have this airport over here. So you have another one, but it is locked down by this artillery, right? So you can't just go and hit it. You would need an artillery, but then they can shoot back at you. So it's kind of an awkward little setup where you have to decide whether you go to capture this. There's literally an enemy city right there to flip as well. So very highly valuable, and an airport. So I've seen all kinds of stuff people doing, sending 2 infantry at the same time and an artillery behind it, or ignoring it completely. I don't know. It's just been all over the place. You can also send a copter all the way from this corner to hit it. People have been getting really creative, and it's been very fun to see. So let's get into it very slowly. But we have our players. Laska Larner, if you've watched the Quack Cup, I think it was number 2, I can't remember the number, that I posted somewhat recently this year. He was in the finals there. Very strong player, very creative. And then we have Mordio, who I think I haven't had in a video just yet, so this might be the first time that he's here. Another strong player, both Division 1 players. I just checked and their tournament log, and every single tournament they've always been in Division 1, so strong, consistent players between 13 and 1400. And so at first, very standard, they're all gonna go for their first captures, and we're gonna see Mordio opening with a recon from this base. So I've seen this before, very interesting, because this recon can move all the way over to here, and then it can go 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it can hit an infantry if it's capturing the city. So then perhaps you could go like recon hits here and artillery hits the airport, or you, I don't know, 2 hit KO one, something of that sort. And Mordio is gonna do the same thing. He's gonna make a recon over here in this base. This recon is already slowing down your capture game, because if you weren't making a recon, you would make an infantry that would walk over here and probably go and capture this, that then chains over to the comm tower. So you are delaying yourself the city and comm tower, because this guy will definitely go for this, or else it can get interrupted. This map is very wacky. There is so much contested properties, it is insane. You have these mountain cities right here, you have these properties as well, and then you have all 3 of these, and the comm tower pretty much are contested between all these 3 base areas. Plus this little setup over here is just, it's wild, man. There's a lot. Even this city as well can be contested, so it's like, yeah, no city is safe here in this map. So it is also very interesting, and oh my god, I haven't even talked about it, the CO matchup. We have Eagle and Olaf. Very interesting that Laska has picked Eagle. I think people are very bold picking Eagle here, because it is mixed base is a challenge for Eagle, unless he can base trade. But if not, if it's extremely brawly, he may have a hard time against COs like Max, for example, who's very good. But specifically in this map, Max is not going to be very good, because as Mordio makes an artillery, if Laska was Max, for example, this arty could just sit here and shoot Max's artillery down, because it can't reach a normal artillery. So Max here, not good in tier 2, probably tier 3. But yeah, allowing that to get taken out so easily and then getting all this, not very good for Max. So then you're left with Eagle, Olaf, Kindle, which is like Kindle tier 2, you know, sometimes there's a lot of discussion now of whether she is tier 2 legit, or she should be dropped down to tier 3. And I think that's pretty much it. I think you have those 3 options pretty much in tier 2. So But yeah, Eagle, definitely the stalliest one. He is going to have a hard time in the early game. He's going to want to like settle down. You know, there's going to be some brawling. This mixed base, there is going to be some brawling. So strap in, Eagle. But then if he can like settle down and like maybe be a little behind in income, and he can just accumulate. And then when that lightning strike comes in, just devastate. That is going to be his win condition. Olaf, on the other hand, the master brawler, he just wants to keep trading, get charge, Winter Fury, just keep them coming. So one is going to want to brawl, the other one is not. Like, Eagle's going to want to also brawl conservatively to manage that charge, and then he's going to want to accumulate before that lightning strike to then have an insane lightning strike. So maybe in the early game they're going to be similar, but then once those charges go up, their approaches are going to change dramatically. And so here, an interesting, very creative counter that Laska Larner does here to this day 3 or day 2 recon, I don't remember. Day 2 recon, wow, day 2 recon, insane. Is to make his own recon over here in the space, right? And interesting that Morio goes for the arty as he's getting set up to go for this double capture over here. Morio must be scared that Laska is going to do the same thing. But look at what Laska is going to do. Also, Morio base keeping over here to squeeze out that arty. Okay, so you really wanted that arty timing to start the 2 captures and then point with the artillery. So Laska is going to start both captures, and the recon is just going to sit over here as it blocks the path of the recon to hit this infantry. Very interesting. It could still go and hit this guy though, so there's still that option. So now it is Morio's turn. He's gonna go for the double capture, and this recon from Laska is doing the same thing that Morio was trying to do, but because he made the art instead of a recon, he can't do the blocking. So let's see. Morio actually decides not to shoot with the arty at any of these two. Instead shoots at the recon and uses the recon to finish it off. Now why he decides to do that, I am not sure. Maybe he values more taking out the vehicles from Eagle, perhaps, since it was like it's a recon from this base. But I think you definitely want to shoot at this airport. I think if you have to decide, the airport is going to be more valuable because spamming copters from here is going to pose a big threat to the 2 base over here. And the recon could have gone and shoot at this infantry, honestly, to injure it and then slow down the capture of the comm tower, right? This guy's going to go here and then try to go for that comm tower. That's the only guy that can do that. But instead he decides to do this. So both captures from Laska are actually going to go through, in part because of the recon block, but also in part because of decisions from Morio. He's going to bring the arty, put it in the plains. So technically Laska could interrupt both of them. Yeah, like arty on airport and recon on city. And let's see, we're probably going to see some fighting over these 2 cities. Looks like Morio is trying to prioritize these 2 mountain cities to try to at least deny Laska from getting it, but ideally get them both. So yeah, he's going to be happy that he gets both of these. So now Eagle, the soaring eagle or whatever is his little catchphrase, he's going to have both airports. He's going to be able to pump out copters very comfortably. So there goes that infantry that I feel like should have been shot out with a recon. It's going to be, that's going to ensure that Laska's going to get the comm tower in 2 turns. At least one of them, right? There's 4 comm towers, sorry, two comm towers per player. These are very contested. These aren't really, I think. So let's see. Morio base keeping again, but Laska Larner also base keep this turn. Man, these guys are base keeping like crazy. I got the arty from the 2 base, which I've seen a lot to try to stop these. You got both of these infantry in position to stop both captures, and then you could put the arty over here in the forest, honestly, and then you lock down both, or you can bring it a little bit closer, so then at a certain point you can set the capture and protect from any interrupting infantry. Man, this map is kind of crazy. So let's see, Morio, he's gonna shoot at the artillery, of course. He's gonna use a tank that he built to take out that recon. Probably gonna keep capping here. He shoots at that guy. Okay. So decides to do a KO there. If feel like maybe the RD could have shot this guy, then the recon shoots over here, and then there's 2 injured infantry, which is going to slow down those captures a lot. Now this guy should be pretty much fine, because I think Laska can make a tank here, unless he needs the funds somewhere else. But okay, Morty's not going to go for that capture, he's actually going to go for this one, which seems to be uninterruptible. So very nice there. Yeah, this recon is not going to deal enough damage there. And we're gonna get another RD. So they're both thinking the same thing. They're both going for that RD in the middle, trying to lock down these mountain property kind of thing. There goes that comp tower cap. And we're gonna see a tank from Laska over here. We're gonna get that interrupt, probably follow it up with an RD on the city. Very nice. Not sure why he put it over here. I think it might be to also protect this guy from this guy, but I'm not super sure. Down goes the tank as well. Nothing over here in this area. And Regan's gonna go to try to heal. Oh my god, so much noise. Not sure if that noise comes through, but every time I move, the chair makes a noise, and the table also. It's kind of annoying, but... So now Morty's gonna start this capture. Laska does have this infantry in range to interrupt, but Morty does have 2 follow-up infantry, maybe another one. Interesting that he hasn't gotten this city yet. But he's gonna start it now, and he uses the RD to lock down the 2 cities. Because he doesn't have anything in range to interrupt this capture, so that is gonna be the RD's job. And he might pull back actually from here, because what are you gonna do here? And very interesting, I hadn't thought about this when I was seeing it before, but Morty decides to use the recon. I don't think I've seen this on other matches. To put it on the airport. And because, sure, yeah, you have the tank, right? The recon would have loved to go and shoot at like these infantry to stop the captures from Laska in this area, or prevent him from like stopping his captures, stuff like that. But this was like very smart. He puts the recon on the airport. It is protected by the artillery because Laska hasn't done what Mordio did of using an RD to clear it. So effectively, yeah, Laska got the airport, but now he can't build air units. It was a very creative way from Mordio to, well, he took out a recon, he took out an infantry, and now it's like, okay, sure, you got the airport, but you can't make air units. So I don't know, I thought this was very interesting. So this base only has 3 infantry on 1 tank. And it's day 7 already, right? So we'll see what Laska can do. And I don't think it's worth it to go and send a tank here and then get it blown up, right? It's like you're gonna start losing a lot of value. Another base kit by Mordio. Dang, this is probably the 3rd base kit by Mordio. So he might start to fall. What is it? Fall back? Fall down? What's the expression? When you're like behind, fall behind in unit count. We're gonna get an interrupt over here and another interrupt over there. And probably the tank will go and support this as well. And there it goes. And it's gonna also defend these guys from this recon. Also went for this capture. You got this already protecting this. And now we do have a response. Thank you from Mordio. And interesting that we're not seeing any fight whatsoever here on the left side. But yes, tank is in response to this. And this is blocking, so Laska's gonna get that city. He might also get this, honestly. And we see a copter over here. Okay. So it looks like Mordio might be able to keep this copter neutral. So that can be pretty beneficial. He might get this with the support of the RD even, which is very interesting. He's gonna, okay, that's very nice. Pokes at this infantry, also blocking it off from the comp tower. He's gonna set up over here, protect these guys, also has these guys in range to interrupt. Brings the tank, puts it on the city. It's also preventing this guy from starting the capture while also protecting this. So very nice little setup there. We're gonna brawl here a little bit of an anti-air build there. This copter is gonna be very annoying. It can go here and then like go there or go there. So we'll see. And now Laska, another interesting thing, the recon has effectively stopped him from making a copter maybe for like a turn or two. But now he sends both of those tanks and clears the recon, so now he can make copters. This arty will still get a nice juicy shot on one of these tanks, but he's gonna be able to make a copter, and that'll be the end of the road for that arty little gimmick story. Both of them actually, they're both gonna be gone. Copter moves out towards the left, so Anta's gonna try to chase it. We got a recon here. Not sure where this recon came from, but lots of recons. Com tower guy is gonna hit this guy. Man, if this guy was injured, it would not have been doing all this damage. Arty here. Oh, look at this Arty. It's like in the middle, in between tanks, but just out of range, protecting a lot of stuff. But there is gonna be some more support over here from Laska, so this is gonna be fine. Funny that both mountain cities are still neutral. With these RDs out in the field, it's gonna be hard to get, but Laska is gonna try to prep to cap that. So Marty is gonna have to be prepared for that. He has two infantry, actually this one here and this one here. Another thread over there, while also trying to interrupt this, possibly. Maybe this as well. So a lot of infantry in position for many things all over the place. This recon is gonna be a pest. The tank cannot reach, so very nice there. Man, it is chaotic. If you're having a hard time understanding everything that's going on, don't worry, me too. There's just a lot. Make space can do that to you. So let's see, tank is gonna help clear here. Gonna start a capture and block with these guys against the recon, so nice, but that's gonna still hit here. We're getting into some nice income thresholds here for Eagle. 20k is not very high because you have 4 bases, right, and 2 airports. But we'll see. Got a copter here from Mordio, so it's gonna defend this area from this copter, but this capture is not, so he's gonna need his anti-air because this tank here kind of aggressively positioned. So where do you put this guy? Like maybe you put it here and you block with an infantry, something like that. He's an anti to help out on this area against this copter. This tank weirdly goes and gets a little poke here because yeah, there's no tank support, no tank built here, and the other tank had gone over here to take out the recon. So that's gonna injure a little bit of those infantry forces from Laska Liner. And it's gonna make it more awkward for this RD to wall against so many surrounding tanks. Remember, this one is now shot down because of the RD. So the more brawly it gets, the better it's gonna be for Olaf. Charge is slowly going up. This tank that very boldly went and attacked that infantry now looks like it's gonna get trapped. So that might have been a little bit of a misplay by Mordio. It's gonna get trapped. Nothing can take out any of these infantries, so that RD is gonna deal with that tank. So he might come back even from that little tank shot, or RD shot on that tank. And he's not gonna interrupt this capture. I thought he had an infantry in range, but looks like he's not gonna interrupt it, but just gonna stay in position. This RD had gone back to lock down this, so he couldn't go and capture. So let's see. Morty's actually gonna get this. Laska went and cleared a few of the injured infantry. Copter got that shot, but ooh. Oh, okay, wow, this was very neat actually. Very nice by Laska. He attacked the tank with a copter and then puts the recon here to block the copter from attacking his own copter. Dang. Well, you could just delete the tank, for example. You could delete the tank and hit the copter with copter. But no, okay. You could have also deleted the infantry, move the tank, and then attack with a copter. Something of that sort. But he decides to finish off the recon and use the copter to attack this tank. So he's gonna need to make another copter here, like for sure. He's not gonna be able to clear that, so he's just gonna get an infantry kill there. I'm gonna go for a little tank anti-attack over here. So now Laska does not have tanks. Like he didn't build any last turn either. He has this copter over here, but kind of running low on that vehicle count in this corner. Got both tanks shot down. This one is gonna go down for Mordio, but it can get tricky really quick. You got the 2 base coming as well. You got some infantry. You got this artillery coming. He's going to be looking to try to secure this side. So he's using the infantry and artillery on both sides. Very nice. With the lack of vehicles, it's going to make it really tough for Alaska. So let's see now Alaska what he does. He's going to use a copter to take that engagement. Oof. Wow, 9-1. That's because of the chip damage probably. And the charge is going up slowly, but it is going up. We are 2 stars away for that Winter Fury, and I'm sure Alaska's gonna bring this copter to support this guy, because this will be a losing fight if not, because this is in airport range. Gonna get that arty and copter shot right there to take out that tank that was trapped, and gonna make sure that the copter is not reachable by the center, so easy blocking should be. Gonna really severely injure this anti-air, which is kind of, I guess it can't go and heal up safely, so that's gonna be very nice. Unless you want to go and sacrifice it against the copter, but I'm not sure that's worth. I really like to send. Ooh, wow! Doesn't even sacrifice this to interrupt this for a little bit. So he's gonna allow Olaf to get one more K income here. He's actively threatening this flip, which is very strong. Also, I guess the only thing that reaches is this anti, so you have to sacrifice this anti over here. Yeah, and then it can get taken out by this tank. Oof. And that Winter Fury, man. All those engagements, we're gonna see the snow this turn, for sure. Olaf gets this city, they're 22 to 21. That unit value is so in favor of Eagle, but there's so much brawling that it's hard to judge. Unfortunately for Morty, he's not gonna get that copter kill there, but that Winter is gonna sting, so let's see what happens. Gonna start this capture, sacrifice there, okay. Gets enough charge now for that super, and it's actually because of the snow, this copter is now not gonna be in range of that copter, so he's gonna be able to get that kill there. So essentially trading, what he got, like a tank and a copter kill versus his own copter and this tank, so pretty much even. That's okay, but you can probably poke at this artillery as well. Oh, I guess, no, this tank is from Alaska, so I don't know. Kind of an even trade, I guess. Tank, copter. But he's been able to keep this com tower neutral. He would love to have this, but he doesn't. So they're both at 1 com tower each. If he can have double com tower, it's gonna be very nice for Olaf. He can actually start this capture. Nothing is in range. Infantry, I think, need like 4 movement to move over a mountain. So it's like, yeah, even if you're standing next to it, you're not gonna be able to attack. So he would have needed the arty there, but it was busy shooting at this. Not even the copter can reach. It's just so unfortunate. So gonna clear out infantry there, bring the arty. It is in range of this recon. Okay, builds another copter. So he's scared of that lightning strike, but wisely he keeps on attacking. It's like, doesn't matter. Use the Winter, just attack. Yes, lightning strike is strong, but I'm just gonna keep attacking. Alaska's gonna attack there. We'll see if he decides to use the lightning strike during the snow, but he's actually gonna expose this copter, so I think he might use that lightning strike next turn. Actually, never mind. Okay. I don't think he's gonna use that lightning strike. Is he? I mean, this guy can't run. Oh, I guess you can clear with the arty this guy and then you attack. Okay, so he's gonna use lightning strike. Lightning strike during the snow is definitely not ideal, but you sometimes have to, man. It sucks, but sometimes you have to. He positioned the arty to get a shot on that anti-air. Boom. It kind of sucks because you're at 8 HP. You have slow movement. You're fighting against extra stats as well. It just feels so underwhelming. It feels like I'm trying to catch up back again rather than a winning move. So definitely good for Olaf. They're gonna keep it pretty neutral. He's gonna try to interrupt this most likely. Yeah, but look at those infantry fights, right? Like, because it was at 8, like now you got a 7-5. Like this guy's not gonna come in and take that out. So overall, a very winning brawl for Olaf. And he's gonna get a bunch of charge now ahead of Eagle. So he's gonna be able to get that second Winter Fury for sure before that lightning strike. Just those timings, man. He can also take out this Copter and just block here, and then Laska cannot take out the Copter with his own anti, right? 2, 4, 6, yeah. So an easy kill there. So he's gonna be ahead on that Copter count. There goes those kills, already putting in the work. But I think Laska should be able to clear this and then attack that artillery with a recon. Man, the recons in this game have been putting in work. Also surprised by Eagle recons. Like Laska, he is a brawler. He is a brawler and a very creative use of the units as well. Maybe other players out there that use Eagle would have just tried to stall out from the very beginning, but in here you just cannot. You have to embrace the chaos and hope for a good lightning strike at a certain point. Lots of RDs from Olaf. So he really wants to secure this comm tower. We'll see if he'll be able to get it, but it looks like this city's gonna flip, so Laska's gonna be very happy of that. We got this as well, so it's gonna be neutral. Okay, let's see. There you go, a little bit of charge for Olaf. Not a whole lot, but that's gonna get cleared. Rico is gonna, actually doesn't attack the RD. He's gonna go and cancel that. Very nice. Gets the infantry kill. So now maybe Laska's gonna, now he's gonna clear that and attack that RD. It is supported by this tank, and there's no other tank coming, so this might be a winning fight for Olaf, honestly. Like RD tank can maybe clear this somewhat, and then infantry is, if this clears, then he can shoot at one of these guys at least. But he's gonna also be looking to start these captures. He has some healthy infantry coming, and not a lot of infantry from Olaf over here. He's starting to spam vehicles over here, so not a lot of infantry. This can be threatening with the infantry anti-air RD kind of combo, trying to get this perhaps. Yeah, Olaf does not want to be behind on income against Eagle. No one wants to be behind income against Eagle, really. So let's see over here. Actually, no tank, nothing to attack that recon can be a problem. This recon is very nice. Getting that clear, and then next turn, most likely getting an attack there if Mordio decides to shoot at an infantry. He's gonna try to. No, this is a 2. Okay, luck roll. No. That's unfortunate. But that is not a city that's gonna go through this turn. He's gonna start this cap. He actually does leave the RD and shoots at infantry, and there are 3 more healthy ones coming. So at least 2 of them can shoot over here. All these are pretty much dead. And then you have this guy that can also get an interrupt. I guess, yeah. You take it out and then you go here, boom, interrupt. Got the Copter there supporting now. It's going to try to deter the recon. But Laska's going to have to make an anti here, I guess. We have another anti here. So double anti, wow. You got one here. You got this one against this. Is he expecting to use this anti? Maybe this anti is to be sent over here, so you can have a response to this Copter if it goes towards the left. Already is very close to go down. He's gonna start that capture. So Eagle, 2 towers. Be careful. Copter gonna get a shot there, and he's gonna clear there. And okay, he doesn't shoot at the R2. This is the second turn that he doesn't shoot at the R2. He's gonna go for the 2 KO. He really wants to make sure that he keeps that income. He's valuing more the income than like reducing the army from Mordio. That's very funny. Now I have 2 infantry in position for those 2 cities. It is forcing this RD to just stay there forever. And if Mordio doesn't have something else, like this guy in position, then he could go for both cities. RD stops one, guarantees the other one. Something that Mordio has to keep in mind. Let's see. Copter's gonna go down. Okay, none of them are letting any captures in the sides go through. RD's gonna get shot. Ooh. Was that? I guess it was an easy kill. Okay, boom. But it is next to the city, so it's gonna be a nice hit with this tank there on the city. You can also use a copter. You could do like copter tank, or you can hit the anti-air as well. But all in all, still very brawly. Unit count, it was kind of behind for Mordio right after that lightning strike, but he's been catching up these past few turns. Now they're back to like 30. Both of them unit value very similar. So that's the way to go. You gotta keep brawling, and hope for another Winter Fury. It's all gonna be about that next Winter Fury, honestly. If after it Olaf can be pretty much ahead and Eagle is like completely neutralized, where lightning strike doesn't do too much, it's gonna be downhill there. All those infantry fights are gonna matter a lot. Let's see. Okay. Looks like he's getting some charge here, so he's trying to go for that Winter Fury actually. Going for that copter hit there. Sacrifices that anti-air. Okay. He's very close to it actually. Sacrifices an injured copter, gets a hit there, and now gets the... Whoa, what happened? What the... What's going on? Why is the snow not working? What? I don't know, man. I don't know why the snow is not working, but oh well, we're gonna have to roll with it. That's gonna be a clear for sure. That tank is a goner as well. And like, why is it not showing, man? Like it's a 1 HP, right? So this infantry can get the kill there. Boom. This guy's at 6, so that's a... Why is it not showing? Why is it so buggy? Oh my god, I'm sorry guys. So embarrassing. We're gonna get double infantry set up here on these cities, sending this other RD over here. He's gonna want to get this, and another one might be to replace in this area. And now we get this freaking snow. Come on, man. And all the 8 HP units. A lot of funds drained in repairs. Yeah, not looking too hot for Eagle right now. Look at that unit value, low on unit count as well. If you look around, like there isn't a lot of healthy vehicles or just possibilities in general. These low unit army values is like horrible for Eagle, honestly. It's like over here, what, 1 HP artillery, 3 HP copter, nothing. Over here, an 8 HP artillery, perhaps. But this guy, even with a lightning strike, I don't think he reaches these tanks. So you have to use a lightning strike just to get one shot over here. Over here, he has just a 8 HP recon, so you can shoot at this guy. Maybe this tank can come in and then get a shot out over here. And then most of his stuff is over here. So the lightning strike is going to hurt more over here, I would say. But let's see if he can even get it, because he's like 2 or 1.5 stars away. So let's see. Okay. I don't think he can get it, honestly. He's 1 star away. So this is looking very good for Olaf, honestly. This is kind of the ideal moment right here. He's going to build, pull back, attack the arty, get whatever damage he could over here, and that's kind of it. So now Mordio can keep brawling and get more charge, and then if last guy uses lightning strike, boom, he hits with another Winter Fury, just the follow-up, right? So there you go. He's gonna take out the copter. Now that lightning strike is ready, and that is definitely scary, but you just gotta keep brawling. Gonna start a capture here. Okay, gonna lock this down, gonna lock this down as well. But it looks like Mordio, instead of brawling, he's deciding to kind of... He's a little bit scared of the lightning strike, let's say. Right? Let's go back a little bit. Unless there was a way to hit the RD, maybe not, but... Yeah, a little bit more of a defensive approach. not getting certain shots that he could have. I think this tank could have shot, right? Let me go back a second. I'm sorry that I'm going back so much, but oh no, I couldn't. Okay, never mind. So let's go over to Eagle's turn. So Lightning Strike is ready. Would you use Lightning Strike right here with 60,000 army? I think you can interrupt this with a copter, but let's see. He's gonna shoot there. Okay, takes out the enter and clears the copter. So now this area is kind of won for Alaska. All the infantry are very, very injured. Even the enter is very injured, so copter could kind of clear it, honestly. He's gonna join here, heal up to start a capture next turn. Okay, stops that. Barely stops both of these captures. But now brings another guy there in range to keep it neutral. And he does not engage. He does not attack. He's just gonna try to make more army and sit back. This city will most likely go through. There's nothing pointing at it except this tank, honestly. So Morio can start a capture and maybe block or something. We'll see what he does. But he's gonna keep attacking over here. Nice. Gonna interrupt there. Mech here. Okay. Double already over here on this city to really make sure that they can get it. But if Alaska wants, he could take it out. Just send both infantry, take this guy out. He's not gonna start this capture. Wow. Wow. That may be a mistake that he might regret. Putting a threat here is going to be very key to then force Alaska to send the tank or send something, and then he can keep brawling and getting more charge. But you gotta force that lightning strike. You cannot allow Eagle to sit back and make more army. Remember, we started at 60, now at 78, and this after this turn we're gonna be up to like 100. So doubling that army value. He had like barely a few tanks before when he had the supercharged, and now he's gonna have a few more. He's gonna have 4 tanks and 2 artillery and another tank here and a copter here. He's slowly gonna build up. He's definitely gonna stop that. And now he can comfortably move out over here because there's no threat. He didn't even have to sacrifice a tank. Oh man, Mario, what are you doing? You need to brawl. But he's very scared and positions everything very far away, as in like, oh, you have to like use your lightning strike to hit me. But that's exactly what Eagle wants to do. Make you really scared, go all the way back, and then just build more army, and make that lightning strike be as strong as possible. Look at these tanks all the way back here. They couldn't have shot at his arty? No, I guess not. Man, but so far away, right there. I guess this one is in range of his arty, but still, everything very far away. And because he had pulled back over here, like he can't even threaten this stuff. Man, even over here, all the way hidden back here. So now this is like the ideal scenario for Eagle. We went from ideal scenario from Olaf to all the way to ideal scenario for Eagle. And it's just gonna keep getting worse if Morio does not go back into brawl mode. Alaska is gonna keep building more army, slowly moving to put some threats, right? He's gonna want some captures, but he's gonna have a nice army now. He's gonna have a good amount of vehicles. Double RD tank copter, double tank copter RD, double tank, double RD, like another tank over here, right? Like, man, every single additional vehicle that Eagle can have at full health is just double, right? It's like massive. So it looks like now Morio is feeling the pressure. He's gonna start to perhaps go for this comp tower. If he could have the double comp tower, it would be amazing for Olaf. Now he's moving out over here, just putting some infantry in. Did they shoot anything? No, just putting them somewhere. Just kind of like, I don't know, hanging out there. No tank to defend it. You can probably put a tank like on the city or something. Honestly, to kind of ward off this tank. Now he's moving out. He's like, okay, I need to do something. I need to cop the infantry, kill this infantry, maybe start a capture. He doesn't start a capture because the arty is there. So this might be a desperation turn, even starting to spam mechs. But this might be a problem. I think this might be a devastating lightning strike turn from Lasca Liner. He is actually going to move out with that tank. He's going to hit that tank. There's stuff in range of this arty as well. He's going to get a hit there. Copter going to hit that arty. This is going to be a massacre. Getting prepped over here to attack this area. Getting that arty in range as well. Oh man, this is going to hurt so much. And this is the stuff that happens. Mordio is doing so good, man. Brawling so hard the entire game, even after that second Winter Fury. But as soon as that second Winter Fury stopped, he kind of pulled back, scared, and now everything's just kind of gonna die now. Gonna get a shot there, gonna finish it off even. Oh my god. That's gonna die, that's gonna die. Copter going down. Tank going down, another tank gone. The whole army that was over here from Mordio that he was trying to set up is all gone. Look at that, just jumping up and down, jiggling, just like, yeah, that you are definitely overcharged. Every single unit that goes down right now is an overcharge for Olaf. All the mechs are getting taken out. I got the arty lock on the base as well, protecting the tanks from nothing really, because nothing can shoot at these tanks. Like, it's devastating, man. Eagle Lightning Strike is best super, man. Best super in the game. And that's it, I think. I mean, right? Even after the Winter Fury, like, double the army in count and value. So Mordio now is gonna have to fight with the scraps that he has left to take out the injured stuff maybe from Eagle. Get some infantry fights, get the mechs going. Okay, he's gonna get that capture maybe, but can't deal with these tanks. I guess they're pretty injured now because of the counterattacks and the global damage. I got the arty there, so he's gonna keep making mechs. Oh man, it's just so winning right now. Starting ahead on value and unit count after Winter Fury. That is like, I'm surprised he hasn't tapped out, and I wouldn't be surprised if he taps out this next turn. Just gets the mech taken out. He can't even reach this. Okay, so that might flip the income, but it's gonna be too little, too late. Yeah, now it's Mordio's turn. Look at that army, just devastation, and no possibilities are on the map to do much. You got this anti-air, but there's a tank, so you need a tank. All the tanks are taken out over here. There's just way too many tanks from Lasca. This area, okay, after the overextension, lightning strike, now it's all kind of taken care of. But if Olaf doesn't have stuff to put threats on, like, Eagle is just gonna take over everything. He's gonna keep fighting, kill that. Gonna wiggle the pipe seam a little bit. He's gonna need more infantry as well. He actually does get that flip, so he does have that income advantage and makes a medium tank. I'm not super sure why the medium tank though. I feel like tank should be good enough because there isn't a whole lot of tanks in this area. Like, you have these that are kind of injured and you got these super injured, so a single tank should be fine, and then he can probably make another tank somewhere else. Medium tank might be a problem because then Lasca can just outmaneuver that medium tank. But I think we're just gonna see the slow death here. Medium tank moving out, and yeah, Mordio taps out. GG, man. If this isn't a great showcase of, first, a very good job at brawling to death against Eagle, even as being Olaf, right? I think a lot of people can get confused there and they'll try to stall Eagle. It's like, no, you gotta brawl. If you're against Eagle, you gotta brawl. So a very good job, and then right after the second Winter Fury, kind of like chickened out around the map because Laska was holding that super when it was looking so bad for Eagle. Like, I mean, they were equal income and stuff, but then Olaf could start putting pressure in different areas. Maybe the start wasn't the most ideal for Olaf. I think Laska had a little bit better of an opening with the recon blocking. Also, Mordio deciding to take out that recon early on instead of like attacking this infantry with a recon and interrupting the airport. There's a lot of like really early decisions by Mordio that he could have gone for the more aggressive route, and he decided to go for more, I don't know, passive, conservative, defensive kind of play. So perhaps a lot of missed opportunities there, but he was able to catch up later, just brawling literally everywhere, and then Winter Fury helping out. But then just falling back, retreating, scared of that lightning strike when Eagle had like very little. If there's something to learn here is you must always put the pressure on Eagle. I think that's really what I started the video with, but yeah, you really have to. If you let go of your foot off the gas against Eagle, you're gonna lose. And I didn't want to say that in the beginning because I thought it was gonna be kind of a spoiler. But yeah, you always have to keep going. You have to keep rolling. Yes, he's gonna use lightning strike, and yes, it is gonna hurt. But then you're gonna have like another 5 or 6 turns without a lightning strike, and literally right after he uses it, you're gonna use the Winter Fury. So you're probably gonna look at your turn after lightning strike and be like, you know, like covering your eyes and be like, oh no, the devastation. But that's just kind of what you have to do. If not, this is worse. It's better to allow a very small lightning strike than allow what we witnessed. We can go back. We can go back and see that because, man, the patience. Right here, right? The patience from Laska Larner too, like so good. He was absolutely devastated everywhere. And he attacks here, but now like this is an easy, just kill here, start capturing, right? This should be pretty easy. I think you can probably like take it out, block, capture, just make it so this tank can't interrupt, and then you can 3 this flip. And over here I guess you can't attack too much unless you can take out this guy. No, but this doesn't reach. I'm not sure. Actually, wait, you can take out this infantry with infantry tank, and then this tank can wrap around and hit this arty, and then you, I don't know, you bring this arty or you put it over here in the forest or something like that. Just keep brawling, man. Just keep brawling. But instead he pulls back these tanks. He does not start the capture here either. And this just gives a lot of possibilities. Now the patience by Laska to not even use the super this turn, which he could have, right? Maybe a lot of people would have, but he decides not to. He waits a turn. And then Morty's like another like of not brawling. Like he took out 3k in value out of Eagle, nothing. And then another turn of patience here from Laska. Does not use a super, builds up more value. And now Mordio kind of goes into desperation mode. No. Does he? No, he doesn't. It's just another turn of just passive play, just falling back, pointing at city, just falling back over here, creating a vacuum in this area that he had won earlier of the second Winter Fury. So that's another turn that Laska can wait and accumulate more army. And this is when Mordio just is like, I think I lost. I think I made a mistake these past few turns. I'm just going to throw everything at your face. And of course, lightning strike here is going to hurt from 135,000 all the way down to 56,000. Like, yeah, your army just evaporated. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned, I don't know, something. How to play as Eagle, perhaps. How to be patient as Eagle. How to play against Eagle. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, all that stuff. It keeps my motivation going. I really like when you guys comment and stuff. I do read all your comments and stuff. So keep them coming. Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.